Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? This is Steve bringing you some more aqua porn por tus ojos. A little update on my cleaning crew from reefcleaners.org rather. That was reefcleaners.org. This cleanup crew, A, was much bigger than I kind of imagined, and B, is doing a heck of a job. Now, it's not to talk about the job that they're doing. It's more to talk about how it really creeps my wife out. Now, there's so many of them, and I didn't anticipate them being all over the glass, all over the substrate here. You know, I don't know if some are just dead, empty shells, because I've been trying to keep an eye on them and move them, remove them, but now I'm just like, I can't tell what's alive and what's dead, so I'm just leaving everything. But the crew is pretty big. So those are mostly dwarf Nassarius snails that you see on the bottom here. And then the Narites, when daytime comes, they all kind of hang out in the corners. There's 3 right there in this corner. They're all hanging out right there on top of my my return. And then there's some over here in this corner. And then they kind of hang out on the rocks. And they really creep my wife out, you know, and I've had Narites in the past, so I don't know why she's so wigged out and bugging about these snails. I think it's just the sheer amount of them. And one thing that really creeped her out yesterday are my Nassarius snails. Now, the Nassarius snails are going to take care of a lot, and I'm really impressed with the Nassarius snails I got from Reef Cleaners, and I'm going to just give you a little demonstration here, and hopefully they do it today, because this really bugged my wife out yesterday, and I just thought it was cool. You know, because I'm just trying to simulate nature as best I can. I don't care if there's a ton of snail shells on the bottom or if they're hanging out on the glass. They're in there for a reason, to do their job and to kind of complete the ecosystem. She just doesn't understand that. She's asked me if I can bring them back and sell them, and you know that I don't need that many, and I probably don't need that many, but they're not going anywhere. So the clowns I just added, they just really rarely come from back here. But what creeped my wife out yesterday is I was trying to feed the clowns, and let's see if the Nassarius will do what they did yesterday. See if I can capture some of that on film. So let's first get a little food going. And the clowns see it. I usually turn off the circulation pump for it. Now let's wait and see. Here they come. There's one popping out back there. And here they all come marching. Now there we go. They just start crawling up out of the sand. The minute they smell food, they all just start popping out of the sand here, and they're on the move. They're like, where's that food at? Get me that food. So I think that's just really cool, that the minute, here they all are out, they spend the day in the sand, but the minute they smell food in the tank, they come popping out of the sand like mad, and then they're on the march to find it. There's another guy right back there, and these Nassarius snails, they're not slow movers, man. They go. They really go. So that was what bugged my wife out the most, because they were all in this area for the most part. And so when they came emerging from the sand, she just really flipped a lid. It was really quite comical. But I'm digging it, because that just tells me that these Nassarius snails are bomb. That they smell food and they're out. You know, and they're out to clean it up. Anything that the clowns don't get, they're gonna find it and they're gonna eat it. So really impressed by that. Also with Nassarius snails, supposedly if one of the Nassarius snails, or there's a snail dying or something dying in here, they'll converge on that, like they're converging looking for the food, and take care of that for me as well. So just a quick update, quick little story about how my wife is bugging on this cleanup crew, but I couldn't be happier that than I am right now with my cleanup crew from reefcleaners.org. Later, everybody. Have a good one.